Good afternoon. I just wanted to make a quick video to let you know about the speaking today so that tomorrow we can really focus on the writing. So overall, it was a good job on the speaking. So there are a few things I was particularly happy with. One was there were really great interactions. There was good pronunciation, especially the intonation, and overall the fluency was very good. So for the interactions, I was happy some people use interruptions. So I think Esther used yes but. Mani was using sorry to interrupt but. So it's good that you're using things we've looked at in class. So these are very important. The other thing you did well is something that's called back channeling. So that means when somebody else speaks, you kind of respond to what they say. So for example, I think Neil's partner was talking about going to Harbin, and he responded, "Oh, it's a beautiful place." So it's very natural and important to have these things. So they help to build up a relationship and friendship and keep the conversation going. We had things like, "Oh yes." Roger's partner said, "I went to Thailand last year." He just said Thailand. So it's a very good way of just repeating the last one or two words to get the other person to speak a bit more. So it shows that you've heard them, you've understood them, you're interested, and you want to learn a bit more. So these were really good. Couple of people checked understanding. So when they were speaking, they noticed their partner looked a bit confused. So they checked the understanding. So I remember Lewis said, "Do you follow me?" Which was a great, because then his partner could just say yes and they could carry on, or no, and he could slow down and explain more clearly. So that was really great. The intonation is something we've worked at on the last, a couple of days in the last 1 or 2 weeks. So I was very happy to see there's more voices going up and down that have the intonation. Roger did a superstar on the pronunciation for Thailand. So this was a question, very clear that it's a question just for the intonation. The other thing that was very good, which people I think have done well consistently, is the fluency. So that means talking for longer bits of time without stopping to think or just stopping basically. Okay, you did all these things really well, so I was very happy with that. There are 1 or 2 things to think about. Just the grammar and the part 2. So for the grammar, you need to think carefully about the tenses. So there's been 2 tenses we've looked at, 3 tenses we've looked at recently, but particularly present perfect simple and past simple. So it's great that people are aware of the present perfect simple, they're trying to use it. A couple of people said things like, "I've been to Thailand," which is good, and then they added last month. Because you added last month we know when it happened and it's finished time, so we should use the past simple. Okay, so that was one thing I heard a few times, people using present perfect with last month. The other thing is for the questions. So I had a few questions like where you went. So think about, when do we use do in questions? Okay, the other thing is more exam technique as opposed to English. So for the part 2, when you go up to AE2, you will also have a similar part for your speaking exam where you have 6 pictures and you need to choose one. So I just recommend a bit more discussion on the pros and cons of each picture. Don't rush to make a decision. So perhaps in real life, you and your best friend say, "Where do you like to go on holiday?" "I want to go to a city, I want to go shopping," and end of discussion. In the exam, you need to give a bit more, perhaps the reasons why you want to go to a city, what are the good things about going to a city, what would you miss out on by going to a city. So for example, if you're always going shopping and you're going to museums, are you going to miss out on nature? But overall, you did a very good job. So these are just a couple of things that you did really well, and just 1 or 2 things to think about. Okay, tomorrow we will focus on the writing because you've got your writing exam coming up. Okay, so you may want to review that tonight. Have a great day, and I shall see you tomorrow.